What's up, y'all? Back with another League of Legends game. This is actually my Plat promos on my account, on my main account. I've been Platinum before on another account, probably 3-4 years ago. I did it on a fresh account to make it easier with a high win rate. It meant I'd get high LP gains. In this matchup, I went with Olaf versus a Renekton. Renekton's actually kind of strong early because he can, once he gets level 3, he can just stun me, do his combo with press the attack, and then dash out. I will take short trades though, because he only has his Q, which means he can harass me, but he can't survive an all-in. So if I do get an all-in window, this is it. But once he's level 3, I have to concede the lane until I'm level 6. So Vi, she's pathing bot. I'm not sure where she's planning on going, so for that I'm just letting Renekton push into me. If she comes top for a gank, I'll try to set it up, but if she goes bot, I'm happy to just play weak side because Silas and Renekton dumpster me early until I can get my R. So it's just going to be a bit of a farm lane until then. Play safe. Looks like she's coming top though, so try to set up this gank. It's gonna be tough. He's level 3. I can't walk up and just eat a combo. Not sure how I feel about this gank. Kite it out a little bit. Drops his cooldowns on Vi, and with that, try to flash and go for it. I'm actually kind of lucky I hit him with the axe. But when we hit him with the flash Q and the slow, and he already flashed, then we can follow up and scoop that kill. But now the lane's in a really good spot because the wave is frozen at my tower. Vi's a little greedy going for this invade because Renekton on his way back can just path into blue buff. There's no way I can roam on this. I'm just sitting here to try to keep the freeze. And since it crashes, I can't prevent it. Too big of a wave to tank that until my wave got there. What Vi should have done, honestly, was just take Scuttle and then just sit top wave because Renekton's going to be back very soon here without flash, very pushed up in the lane, and we can just kill him again. That's honestly one of the best ways to push a top laner out of the game, is just the repeat gank after they flash and the wave is pushed up super early like this. But she's pretty greedy going for this, but it looks like she makes it out alive, so not the end of the world. That means we can't punish Renekton here for it either. So like I said, this is when Renekton's the strongest. He's level 3. He'll just be able to dash in, do his combo, and then leave without me being able to return much damage. The funny part is he's actually stronger because he's able to get a buy off and I'm stuck in lane with my 1000 gold. So you can see he actually is up a long sword and a potion on me. And mega HP advantage. So now Vi is actually bottom, so I'm playing weak side until I see otherwise. And he goes for his all-in. Thankfully I can pop my W and trade the kill. It was a good attempt by him. He was honestly just like 2 HP away from killing me there. I was expecting it, but I wanted to limit test a little bit with my W. Your W gives you a bigger shield for the lower you are, so keep that in mind. On Olaf, it's best to save it, unless you really do need the attack speed. So we're pretty lucky that that worked out, but I see what he wanted to do and take a super big risk to try to get back in the game because he's quickly going to be falling out of it if he didn't get that kill. The Tiamat isn't the best early on. It makes it impossible to freeze because of the AoE clearing, but I'm not too worried about that because Renekton can push back quite a bit too. So now that we're level 6 and a mega item advantage, this is actually the strongest. You can see I'm checking for a ghost timer here. Leave by the kill. Since Vi was coming in here, I tried to force it earlier before my ghost. Since we do have the Tiamat, we can just hard shove the wave and probably look to get on the other side of his tower here. I'll see what I look to do here. Because Silas is bot, so I can, if I crash this before he's back, I can zone him off the 2 waves here. Especially with Vi here too, so we should be going for the kill here. As I ping my jungler, she knows what's up. I don't like her going to the side here because there's no way she's ever going to hit her Q. It's kind of troll that she's way over there. She should have been in the bush and she could have cut him off. That should have been a kill. So it looks like Renekton's going to eat the whole wave here. It's going to chunk him pretty good. We're in no rush here. Take a ton of minion damage here. He doesn't have the sustain like I do. I don't like how Vi's going for this. And Vi just griefs the kill when we were at we had no pressure to force that. We didn't need to. Anyway, so we see Silas. Check my ult cooldown. I'm watching and I'm kiting to make sure I can get my R up, and then I'm very happy to take this fight. Which also means Renekton R just dropped as well. R is up. Go for it. And get the easy double. It was really bad that Vi went early when we were at no pressure, because if the jungler came, we would just do that as well. So I'm going to take the plate and head back. Spend my gold. Sitting on 2k. Alright, so with how far ahead I am right now, this game is entirely on me to lose. I have such a big lead that it's up to me to to ensure I keep snowballing and end the game. The biggest thing I find with Olaf though is it's very easy to go deep for the back line and chase a little bit too far. So this game I'm really focusing on take the small wins. You know, Vi's looking for the dive there when I'm sitting on all my gold. There's no reason for that. Dragon's up. I'm super far ahead. She doesn't need to be top anymore. But yes, as I was saying, as long as you don't throw the bounty and let the team back in it from going a little bit too far, then this is the... I pinged that I'm roaming on this. She went, like, I'm nowhere near. Vi does not beat Annie here. Really bad that she Qs back in, and she griefed my roam timer here. If she waited a little bit, we could have paired up together. I go for the flash Q here, trade flashes. Despite 2 of them being there, if I hit that Q, I just pop my ult and I one-shot Annie and then get out. Still gonna look for it here, knowing that Silas is around. Pop my ult, 1, 2, good. So from what I'm seeing from Vi, she's forcing plays that she doesn't need to. Keep that in mind, and when you see your teammates doing that, do not follow up. You know, once or twice, that's all right, but you know, a couple times, just do your own thing. Don't follow them. Don't get sucked into a bad play, and make your own decisions. If Renekton sticks around here, I can probably go for him. I have Ghost in 20 though. I'm going to focus the wave, but we'll see. Hit him with the axe, so he's dead here as well. misplay not scooping the axe here. I thought I could just catch up with him, so now I'm gonna have to burn my ghost. If I just went for the axe in that top brush there, I wouldn't have had to burn ghost there. That was a misplay by me. It was also a misplay by immediately backing off after Renekton did his combo, when I should have just kept with him, and I was lucky that Renekton stayed around, that I can throw a max range Q and hit him with it for the slow to actually follow him. Get the plating and then posture aggressively here. I've got my ult coming up, so again, we're not worried about no, but Silas is bot anyways. Even if jungler was top, we'd be completely fine with a 1v2. Renekton used his ult and zone him from the wave. The reason I put a pink in the bush was to see if he'd wrap around and know if he was trying to get around me through his jungle. I was going to check that again since he pathed into the jungle. And seeing him step up this far, just grab the tower and look for a kill. Since he went away and Dragon's still up, we're not going to waste time chasing him. Just crash this wave in. You can check on the minimap to see my wave in the top there, passing my Nexus or inhibitor tower. It gives me indication on where their wave is. So seeing that, I stay for this wave, shove it in, and going to look for a group opportunity with my team. Partly since I just don't have the damage to get a tower, especially with Renekton back. Team getting caught out here means I'm going to choose to go spend my money first, and it doesn't look, or I don't think they can really get Dragon during my back timing anyway, so I'm not pressured to go there immediately and fight with my 3,000 in the bank. Buy my item. Now it's time to be grouping with the team. The reason you crash your wave top is look how long Renekton has to spend getting it to my tower. Waves spawn every 30 seconds, so it's still going to be 30 seconds to a minute before he'd even pressure my top tower. And at 13 minutes in the game, I don't really care about it because plates are leaving anyways. Best to group with the team, get a dragon on my roam timer like this, and then go back and catch the wave, shove it in, and rinse and repeat. They can't contest that dragon. My team should cover top here. I'm just going to stay bot, look to shove it in, and then look to group mid. An option was to go mid, but I didn't think it would be worth it. I don't really think they would... They likely get the tower anyways, so they don't necessarily need me. I can't really tower dive the two of those, so I leave to roam. Check to see if we can get anything mid. I think bot lane's going to come to mid, so I want to cut that off aggressively, but Seraphine is already there, so she sees me, can't do that. But that means we can get this tier 2 tower for free. And Renekton still didn't push top, they went for Rift Herald instead. Looks like Corki's going to grab that wave. Nothing left to do on the map, so just back, spend a little bit of gold, and then reset with your team. I go CDR boots here. You don't need Merc Treads for the tenacity on Olaf because his R cleanses all that and prevents you from being CC'd. I was going to go play the steel caps, but the only people that do auto-based damage are 1-5 and 1-4 with Kog'Maw and Renekton. Instead, I went for the CDR boots. That means essentially anytime my sums are up, sums and my ult, one or multiple people on their team are dead. So I want to buy the CDR to keep pressure up and keep the tempo of making plays. Once again, Renekton's stuck, shoving the wave out top. The team is pushing hard for this, so I'm going to pop my ghost and get in there. I didn't really get the other two. I didn't get anything from the other two, which is all right, but make sure to take this kill. Shove the wave out. If Kog'Maw stays here, I have my flash, so we could look to dive him. Yeah, he's stepping way too far up. Talia should be further up. Trade flash for flash, but his burning his flash is much more important than mine anyway, so. And we get a tier 2 tower for free. Give Jinx the farm here. And the options here are collect mid-wave or reset. I probably could go take blue buff. Blue buff would be really nice. Alright, so I'm looking mid-wave, and if Annie steps up here too far since I have my ult, easy kill. So she didn't back off quick enough. She is dead. So like I said earlier, the whole, like once you get a lead like that, you have to put the game away. And the way you do that is no throwing, meaning you don't overstay. The fights I'm looking for here are based around my cooldowns, meaning I have my R, I have my either my R and my summoners, at least like I need my R in these fights depending on who it is. And I'm making sure that we're not losing too much on the map when I'm looking to roam, meaning I've already shoved in my wave, or the enemy is overextended and I'm with my team and we can take advantage of how far ahead we are. But I'm not sticking around doing tower diving, I'm not sticking around to try to 1v4 or 1v3. Those are the things that get you, those are things that throw your lead. Yes, I could push the tower, but Dragon's coming up in 1 minute. Renekton's down here anyways. Let him spend the next 2 minutes pushing out the wave top while I go roam. And, you know, if we wipe the team here before this Dragon, it's likely a GG. But my team, you know, they're fighting a 4v4 here. They're chasing the Annie. When I'm, like, Dragon's not up for another 35 seconds. I'm on my way from base. They do get the kill, but it's a little bit of a coin flip for them to take that fight without me. They don't need to. Just get that vision and wait 10 seconds until I'm there. Another big mistake people do for Dragon is, you know, not grouping to make a play proactively before Dragon spawns, meaning, you know, just sit mid or sit in the river and wait for Dragon to spawn. Instead, get your lanes shoved out ahead of time, you know, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. That way back, spend your gold, group up together to get that vision and look for a pick. The easiest way to secure Dragon, deny their vision and someone will, especially in solo queue, someone will walk up and get caught out. And speaking of getting caught out, Renekton, I'm looking for him. Check the bush, found him, and he just accepts his death. But as I was saying about Dragon, get the pick, get someone caught out. That way they have a numbers disadvantage for if they wanted to contest, which likely means they're not able to, and they'll just have to end up giving it for free. Don't coin flip things by just sitting in the jungle, waiting in the river to get engaged on, or waiting to 50-50 the smite. Do proactive work before objectives come up to set up easier actions that secure free objectives. Now we can actually finally push this tower. But here's the FF came in. GG. So this is an example. Understand your lane matchups. Understand what's going on with your jungler, their jungler, how you fit into the 2v2. Is your jungler going to be top? Is their jungler going to be top? Have an early game plan that can set you up and give them any opportunity to come back in the game once you get a lead. It's just an example of how to snowball a game in top lane in gold elo on our way to Plat. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.